Looks like they're going off now.
Players got the countdown, so here we go. Mongasa Speedway. Any major mistake here will probably lose you the run. Let's see, Gale holding the first boost, taking a good line, cancelling it a bit early. Let's see how David does.
Pretty much perfect first lap out of Gale.
Yeah. The boost was cancelled a bit early, but a good first lap. David
Wow,
went
Gale
a bit
is going
safer
ham.
here. But the first lap is quite even.
Ooh, little scrape
was
there
a
from Gale.
Yeah, really good second lap by Gale, 12.7 here. I think that puts him ahead. David's second lap will be worse. By about a second, so
Wow, a
41.19
41.19 out of Gale.
I think he takes this. I don't think David can make this.
Wow. Yeah, Gale or David might have to yeah, he takes the 42.
42.4. Wow.
That's still an incredible time though, the 42.4.
Yeah, but 41.1 in a race. Definitely the best Mongasta time so far in the tournament.
That's incredible. So let's see where their permabands go.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting now. What are they gonna take out? So yeah, Gale definitely practiced this before the match. This was very solid.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Grabvine Gateway is being removed.
Yeah, by David here. The first of the 4 global bans. Each player gets 2, and we see Vengeance getting taken out by Galeforce.
Gale likes to ban Vengeance.
He also likes to ban Abyss. Let's see if it happens this time.
Yeah, Boonta Classic is removed. Yeah, maybe Abyss as well. We'll see. Yep,
yeah,
there goes Abyss.
So now David is gonna get to ban a Podracer for the next track only. And then Gale gets to ban 1 more track, but that ban also will only count for the next track only. So let's see what that is.
I think David might try to take Gale to Betos or Boonta Training.
Oh, and some general info about this match. This is the first round of the double elimination bracket. And the winner of this match will move on to round 2, winners round 2, and will face Dry Guy. And the loser will move on to losers round 1 and face Hironi, actually.
Yeah, me. So, Bulls is being removed. Fire Mountain Rally is temporarily being removed, and now we'll be seeing dramatic pause.
Yeah, it smells like a Ben mirror. It's Executioner. I like that track.
Yeah, David actually picked that one against me as well.
It has a lot of tricky parts that can easily kill you if you don't know how to avoid them. Particularly around surrounding the first gravity tube you go through, but there's also several other spots in this track that are deceptively tricky to not die to if you try to go fast. So let's see.
Yeah.
We haven't seen too much of Executioner in this tournament, I believe, so I like this pick. And I suppose David has put some practice into it, otherwise he wouldn't be picking it, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised David taking it to Executioner, though. I think Gale has a better PB here.
We probably don't even know David's PB. I don't think he has a PB published here, but I'm certain he has put some practice in. Because I know he wanted to practice some tracks that are outside of amateur circuit, which is definitely his comfort zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, 355 PB by Gale, that's pretty decent.
Absolutely.
And David gonna change his setup a bit here, it seems. Yes, he is upgrading his brakes again. He played with stock brakes on Mongasa, which makes sense, because he uses his brakes to cancel his boost. So you want to minimize the negative impact from that. But on Executioner, he seems to want to have the extra safety of having the strong brakes
Mhm.
in case something goes wrong. Which will happen at some point, for sure. So
Yeah. Executioner in a race is kind of sketchy a lot of the time.
yeah, it's a pretty long track. It's like middle of the pack in terms of length. But it definitely has a lot of tricky spots that can catch you off guard if you're not aware of them and how to avoid them.
Mhm.
Okay, Gale boosting a decent amount here in the first part of the track, which is very important. Because if you don't, you're gonna underheat a lot. As you see with David here, he underheats a lot more than Gale. Which
Yeah.
means Gale is probably ahead at this point.
Getting the sink in. Gale looks to be maybe 3 or 4 seconds ahead by that boost alone. And I'm like 2 or 3 actually.
It's a bit less because David had more heat to hold. So
Neither of them
I'd say it's
die. That was
about
close.
1-2 seconds maybe.
Yeah, now it's much closer.
Let's see the exit of this tunnel. Gale dies to the
Oh, and
exit.
Gale
The
dies!
exit of this tunnel is extremely notorious for killing you.
David
Any
managed to pull
steering
ahead.
input can basically put you down on the exit of this tube.
Oh! That's not good for Gale.
Now that's quite painful actually. 2 deaths here on lap 1.
That puts David at a very significant advantage.
Yeah, that's a big lead at this point. But again, you saw how easy you can crash on this track for.
Absolutely.
You just barely touch a wall and you blow up. You barely touch the wrong spot and you blow up.
Yeah, the bit rate is kind of poor here, but
Did you see David's first lap time?
I didn't. I was looking at Gale's screen.
Yeah, I think it's about a 10-second lead, maybe a bit more here for David at this point.
Wow.
But yeah, you can see David's doing a solid job here, keeping it clean, holding a very long boost up here. That's what you want to do. See how he enters this tube, tilts, and
he
makes it in.
And doesn't look like he'll die.
Now let's see the exit though. Yes.
Oh, he dies there.
Yeah, that's what happens. He's steered to the left, and if you do that, you usually die.
Oh, and Gale dies in the tube.
Yeah. And it's actually bad to get respawned just outside of the tube. If you die in the tube, it's better for you if you get respawned inside of it because it gives you some
yeah, your
bonus
acceleration is a lot better in the tube.
I mean, of course, you really don't want to die at all, but sometimes you can't avoid it.
Gale is just dying a lot. This might have been the right pick for David.
For sure, David making it work here. Only 1 death so far. 124-second death.
That's really good.
Yeah, this is looking like about 4-minute pace here for David. If he keeps it clean, that's his for sure.
Seeing a very excellent time out of David here.
And Gale with the aggressive boosting here now, it's what he needs. He needs to take risks now. And just hope that David messes up somehow. And he makes the entry again. That's quite a nice technique there, and it worked 3 times for him.
And David doesn't die in the tube. He doesn't die on the exit either.
Yeah. So this is looking very, very solid from David. Very good showing here on
It's going to be under 4 minutes.
It's probably going to be a tournament record if he keeps it up. I can
Gale
check
dies
it.
again.
Yeah,
what's the tournament record for Executioner?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Because we have a very nice stats sheet, which is really cool to look at.
No, it's not going to be quite under 4 minutes, but it's close.
It's still a very solid showing here with a death.
4:02.
And that is in fact the lap record. The previous tournament record here was a 4:03 by Dry Guy. So,
wow.
Yeah, really nice by David. And I think that was actually a pretty good lap, last lap by Galeforce here, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely better than his previous one, so 4:21. David tying it up. 1-1. That was a strong race from David.
Yeah. That was he performed a lot better on Executioner there than he did in his match against me. I think he's been practicing it.
For sure, yeah. That would have been a solid sub 4 without the death.
Mm-hmm.
We see Bullseye banned by Galeforce here, and David taking out the gauntlet.
Baru Coast. No Bullseye. Oh, of course Gale would go for that.
Yeah, Gale is gonna take Ben.
Yep,
So,
Gale is one of the few people who can do Ben here very well.
And I honestly doubt that David actually has practiced this with Ben. I think he practiced this with Bullseye a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's probably gonna go for Neva Key here. That's his backup pick for Bullseye.
Yeah, maybe. And we've seen a sub 4 Baru coast in the tournament from Gale already, so it was one of the most impressive times I've seen so far in the tournament. So I'm looking forward to
Gale
this.
got a 359 on Baru. That was nuts.
Absolutely.
Hello, Mikey. Mikey's in the chat right now. You missed David's 402 Executioner.
Yeah, that was a very solid showing.
Mm-hmm. So now we're seeing no Bullseye, Baru Coast. And, oh, it actually does look like... It looks like David's going for Ben here. Oh, no, he's not.
He's going for the Never K, indeed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard for him unless Gale makes a mistake. A major mistake. Because again, we've seen what Gale can do here with Ben. Very scary stuff indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gale probably gonna get... If Gale gets a 359 here, that's just gonna be insane. It's gonna be hard for David to keep in this one.
He got it before in the tournament, and that was actually APB for him, which is not surprising for a 359.
Yeah, 359 would be a PB for me. I mean, jeez.
And here we go. You can see in the first part here,
Wow.
Neva K definitely has the easier time getting around.
Good boost from Neva Key.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ben...
Yeah, here's where we're gonna see Ben take off.
Yep.
On the long straight, on the beach.
Ben just goes off into the sunset.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's several second lead now, just due to the pot difference. That's about 2.5 seconds, I'd say. But Nevake can make back up some time here.
Mm-hmm. And Gale just looking so smooth through this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still a more than 3 seconds lead at this point. Just very clean so far from Gale, not making a mistake here. And the top speed just paying off. However, I can't say enough how difficult it is to maneuver Ben through here like he's doing.
Yeah, that isn't easy.
So it's like a 121, 122 maybe?
Wow, 122 first lap. That is very good.
David's time, 125. Not too far off. So
the 125 is great though. It's just being overshadowed by Ben.
Yeah, it really is. And again, making a long jump here. It will make up time compared to the path David is taking. And you can see again on this beast section just going so fast. Already into the hairpins at 154.
He's staying over 600 in these hairpins.
Yeah, it's almost an 8-second lead at this point already. So Gale
Yeah.
could afford to die here, and he would still be ahead.
Thing is, David is still looking incredibly solid, but
Yes,
I
he's
mean,
he's keeping it clean, but it's never cares. He's just too slow compared to Ben. That's the problem.
yeah, compared to Ben, he just can't do it.
But yeah, it's definitely true. It really is insane what Gale is doing here,
Mm-hmm.
especially
Oh, death
considering this
from
is a
David.
race setting.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a sub 120 lap here.
Wow.
119.4.
119.
Yeah, David definitely has been practicing here, but I think he's put his time mostly into bullseye. Because I've seen him actually counter-pick this track before in a previous match in the Swiss round, and
Yeah,
I think he
he picked it
used
against me.
bullseye. Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I lost horribly because I used bullseye and crashed 6 times. But hey, it happens, you know?
Even if David would have gotten in a flawless Never K run here. Okay.
Oh, the crash from
It was
Galeforce.
about you can beat Gale's time, but he crashed now once, so
Mm-hmm.
if he crashes again, maybe David can catch up, but
No, Gale is just looking too clean and dominant here.
yeah, definitely. It's gonna be like a 404 here from Gale.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, nah, a bit more than that, probably 407 something, I don't know, we'll see.
I believe Gale is second place on this track to Cobalt, who also did Ben with a 359. So Galeforce is
Yeah,
less than his second off-road record.
I think he has a lower 359 FPB Galeforce, the
Looks like
one
a
he
406.
got in return.
Wow.
406, yeah.
406 is really good.
With the def, so that's amazing. Oh, and for being very critical, yeah, about the heat management. I mean,
He was
it's
trying to
true.
get a
He didn't.
406 brew with
He,
one
he
death.
didn't do it optimally, but considering the setting, that was still pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. And Bullseye is being removed.
Yeah. So, what do you expect David to pick here versus Gale? What
I
would
don't
be? What
know.
would your pick be if you would be David here at this point?
Well, if I'm against Galeforce, I'm picking Death Rose, but I don't know what David would pick here. Maybe he goes for Beatos or
I
Aquileras.
mean, let's see what Galeforce takes out as the track bun first, and then we can see. The Bunte training, okay. I was about to say if he doesn't if he doesn't ban the Bunte training, then
Yeah,
David probably
training
should
is out.
go there.
Mm-hmm. I assume that's what he would ban again. Bumpy's Breakers.
I didn't expect this one.
Interesting
Um,
choice.
I know that Gale doesn't really like this very much. Maybe David did his homework.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very tricky track. It's extremely long. It
Yeah.
has several very tight and difficult sections.
It's a lot of
Um,
fun though.
it is, yeah. Yeah, the countdown coming in, so we're going into it momentarily here.
Mm-hmm. Looks like probably a Ben mirror.
Yeah, I mean, of course it is, right?
Mm-hmm. There seems to be a problem with my stream. Is it? Oh no, never mind. I got a little bit out of sync, but I paused it, played it, and it fixed itself. So
Oh
we're
yeah,
good.
you should probably just refresh it then, and then it should be fine.
All right.
Yeah,
Bumpy's
Bumpy's Breakers.
Breakers. I love this track. It's always been one of my favorites.
It actually has a major skip, but we're not going to be seeing this. Wait a minute.
Oh, is David using Neva Key?
I hope he's not.
Yeah, I think he is. Maybe he's going for it. Maybe he isn't comfortable with Ben here. That's a weird
Nah,
pick.
right. That would really surprise me,
Well,
actually.
he's going for it.
He is, yeah.
Alrighty then.
I don't like this pick here against Ben. If you want to do this, then you should ban Ben.
Yeah.
Because you can see Ben holding his whole boost here. Already having a few seconds lead just from that.
Yeah, some scrapes there coming out of Gale. That's gonna slow him down a little bit, but not by much. Oh, and the crash from David.
Yeah, that's painful.
You don't want to crash when you're playing against a player as solid as Galeforce.
Yeah, especially if you're on a bad matchup here.
And
I mean, he will have an easier time getting through the shortcut, getting through the hairpins, but he already died, so it will be really tough for him to make this up.
yeah, let's see how the shortcut happens here for Gale. Excellent shortcut.
Yeah, he makes it. It's a big mountain to climb here for David. Yeah, me too, Mike, me too. And I would have thought if he went Nevake, or if he had a pocket pick like that, he would at least take out the Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he would have banned Ben here and then picked Nevaki. I think Gale would go for Bowls then.
Probably, yeah.
And a 136 first lap is pretty great.
Gale looking really solid.
Gale over a 10-second lead here.
Hasn't crashed so far, hasn't even majorly bonked anywhere. Using his boost really well. Underheating a bit here, which is normal. You can boost more here, but he's doing some decently long boosts. I'm bonking here a bit. Not too bad. Loses a few seconds, but he can afford it at this point.
Yeah. He could play it safe right now and coast to the win. This race is so much fun with Ben.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to try to boost as much as you can during the hairpins.
And let's see how Gale does the shortcut this time.
It was excellent. Kept over 600 speed there, which is pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be seeing the anti-skip here. It would be hilarious though.
Yeah, the anti-skip was something. I didn't even know that was possible.
But yeah, that was probably a big draft mistake here from David. And he's probably gonna recognize it when he hears of Galeforce's time here with Ben.
Yeah.
So he needs to change.
He might already have recognized it.
He might be, yeah. And Gale crashing here?
Death from Gale, but it's not really gonna matter. He's just so far ahead.
He's still like 2 deaths ahead of David. So if he dies 2 more times and David keeps it clean, then he could possibly catch up.
Yeah, but what are the odds Gale dies twice here?
Well, it's in the realms of possibility.
It is, but if I'm Gale, I'm probably playing it safe right now.
Yeah. It's probably even a bigger lead than just 2 crashes if I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is now, because of the boost. Gale was taking the perfect boost line there. Oh, and he crashes in the shortcut.
Okay, let's look at the respawn he gets. Okay, it's a normal respawn, so it's not too bad.
But a red engine for David.
For Mike in chat, track 1 was Montgasta Speedway actually, and Galeforce took that one with a 41.1.
Yeah.
Versus David's 42.9, I think.
Gale went ham on that one.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, Gale clocking in sub 5 here, yeah. Solid win.
Jeez, 457.
Really good time.
David looking like he's on pace for a 520, maybe?
Yes, you can see, even if he hadn't died at
518.
all, he would have still lost. Yeah, David is streaming at a very low bitrate to minimize frame drops.
Bullseye's
So,
taken out again. Boot to training is removed. Spice Mine run. Oh. This is an interesting one to take against Gale as
yeah,
well.
I like this pick much more than the bumpies because he's gonna go for Ben here. He has a better PB here than Galeforce, and I think he's consistent at this track because this is an amateur track, and he has done these back in the day a lot. So yeah, I like this much more now because we're gonna see the Ben mirror, we're gonna see David in his element, and yeah.
Yeah. I like this.
Now I really doubt that he's gonna use Neva or Bullseye here, Mike. He's gonna go for the Ben.
I hope he doesn't go for Bullseye on Spice Mine.
I mean, I said the same
Well, I
thing
mean,
on
he banned
Bumpies,
Bullseye.
but I know that he can use Ben here.
He knows this track very well. He's gonna check out some parts right now. Probably drop his air brake down.
Are you sure, Mike? There would be something.
Well, he banned Bullseye, so we can't use it here.
He's going for Ben, yeah.
Yeah, he's going for Ben. He knows what he needs to do.
He's also again lowering his brakes to stock brakes because he uses his brake to cancel his boost, and you want to minimize the impact of that, especially on such a long track.
Yeah. Really, this track doesn't really have any tricky spots in terms of movement. It has like one kind of bend that's a little difficult, but it really comes down to boost timing and being just clean in general, not scraping walls and stuff. It's a lot of fun though, very fast.
One thing though, at this level that these players are on, you can't afford any death or crash or any major mistake here, really.
Yeah.
Because on this track, like on many other tracks in this game, you don't have to brake at all. Which means if you lose speed through whatever reason, that's always a time loss.
Yeah, it looks like a slight lead for Galeforce right now, but I think David underheated a little bit.
But yeah, the point I was trying to make is you keep building up momentum over the whole course of the run. So every bong, every scrape of the wall will slow you down and will cost you time.
Yeah, David actually not having an optimal amount of heat going into these bends. He may underheat unless he takes an aggressive boost in here. Looks on pace for a 116 first lap.
Ah, yeah, he took a hard bong at the last
that
corner
block there, it's gonna knock him down a second. Gale's probably gonna get the 115.
Yeah, he is. So that's about a 2-second lead almost for Gale at this point.
And it's all based on timings and heat.
Mostly, to be honest, the bonk from David at the end.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That cost him around over 100 speed units, which is quite a lot. Also, David, yeah, he boosted a bit early on the conveyor belt, which you don't really want to do, but it's better to do that than to underheat.
Yeah, which he did last lap. Finally, the sync is coming in now, and we're gonna get him. See him. We're gonna see. Yeah, Gale has about a 2-second lead or 1-second lead. It looks like.
Yeah, about that.
But now David has a much more optimal amount of heat, and Gale doesn't.
They're not
So
quite synced, so David is about 1.5 seconds ahead in his timer here, so even
yeah,
though they are looking synced, Gale is slightly ahead.
yeah, Gale is gonna have to take some aggressive boosting in here not to underheat.
And if you look at the
And David
players,
doesn't underheat either.
if you look at the players' speed now, when they drop out of the boost, you will see that Gale has a higher non-boosting speed, and that is because he hasn't bonked, and he kept up building the momentum. So
Yep.
the next time they go onto flat ground, we can see their speed, which is here hopefully, no? Might
And
take a while until they reach flat ground, but Gale definitely has the higher base speed at this point.
yeah, at this level, that's really what it comes down to. At a lot of other levels, it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
that much. A bumper and a scrape here is just what happens.
Yeah, it's true. It's a matter of tenths and maybe seconds sometimes. It's nothing very major, but
Gale
at some
getting
point.
much more favorable boosting on this third lap.
Yeah, he has about a 3-second lead here.
Yep.
So if he keeps it clean, I think he has this, and then he will have the match point.
Yep.
Oh, he bonks. That's a hard bonk.
That's actually gonna hurt him a lot.
Yes, it is.
Oh, but a bonk from David!
David bonked too. Yeah, that's
345 for Gale, 349 for David. Wow.
Yeah, you can just see how much time these small bonks lose you, and it really adds up, especially if you bonk a lot of times.
Bowles is getting banned.
Yeah, Gale up 4-1 now, so...
Fire Mountain Rally is banned. I take Boon to training now. Galeforce switched the ban from Boon to training to Fire Mountain.
Oh, for sure. I think
David, don't mess this up. You gotta pick it. Betos. Okay, that's not the. Okay, I would have taken Boon to training, but Betos is okay. Maybe there's some mind games going on, and David thinks Gale is trying to bait him into a Boon to training pick because actually Gale's been practicing it. I don't know. We'll see. Beto's Wild Ride though.
Yeah, that's also one of David's really good tracks.
Yeah, it's one that I'm not gonna let him play against me. That's what I did in my game against him. I permabanned Bunta Training and Mongaza, and my temp ban was always Betos. I wasn't letting that happen. But yeah, no Bowls Betos. We're gonna be seeing a Ben Mirror. Gale just needs one more race to win.
And I know Gale also is quite good at this track, so this could be a close one. So this track is rather short, but it's very technical.
Oh yeah.
There's
It's
a
not
lot
an
of
easy
long...
track.
Yeah, there's a lot of long boosts that you can hold, and that you should hold if you want to go fast.
Absolutely. Let's see if David can. I think David will probably be able to hit this first boost all the way into the tunnel.
Yeah, I think he will cut it in half in the middle of the tunnel to be safe.
Yep.
Yes. Which is fine to do. It doesn't really lose much time, and it's
Yeah,
much
Gale
safer.
hits it too as well.
Yeah,
David
also
flips the
cutting it
wall.
in half.
Slight lead for Gale right now because just didn't hit the wall there.
Yeah,
But
very
not a
minor
huge lead. And this is the slippy slide bit, very hard.
I think David underheating a bit makes a
Yeah.
small boost to make up for it.
And now they're gonna go all the
See if they hold the
way.
boost here. Yeah, they will.
Yep.
None of them holding up
Slightly
to
cleaner from
take
David.
off there. If you boost over that off-road path and you hold north up, you can actually take off there and get airborne time, which means that you won't suffer from the negative speed multiplier of the off-road terrain, and you will get your normal boosting speed. It saves a little bit of time.
Yeah, I thought that was a negative when I started doing vetoes, but it's not.
They're very
Another
even at this
wall
point.
I think David might have a different traction than Gale right now.
Possibly, yeah. I think Gale is on lower traction.
Gale is just ever so slightly ahead with cleaner gameplay in general, but it's very easy to die at certain points here.
Ooh, yeah, David had to cancel his boost early here over the off-road. It hurts a bit.
David had too much heat. Still a faster lap time than Gale's.
Yeah, although keep in mind that Gale has a lot more heat now here to use than David. So still a sizable lead at this point.
Yep.
There needs to be a major mistake from Gale, or I think he'll take this. Holding a beautiful boost up here.
Wow. I can't even hit that.
Taking it safe with the jump.
Yep. And David actually gonna underheat here. Oh no, he
nah,
didn't.
I didn't.
Nice. Oh, fire from Gale.
But I don't think it's enough.
Not quite enough.
If he makes this one, I think he has it in the bag.
Yep.
And this is, wow, amazing
And there
time.
he goes.
Wow. 2:42 full track. That's a tournament record.
Yeah. That's incredible. That's actually very close to the world record for full track.
Yeah, it's about a second off.
Well,
so yeah.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, David. That was a nice match.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Well, Gale must have played absolutely brilliant. Some great time.
Hello, Galeforce, and congrats.
42 vetoes, full track.
That is amazing. That 42
yeah,
is
I was
amazing.
feeling a bit iffy about it because I died like 4 times every time I practiced this track.
Well,
the practice looking very solid.
The practice
yeah,
has
this
paid
was
off,
like
that's for sure.
Cinderella run, kind of.
So, Gale, I have to ask, when you
Yeah.
switched your band from Boon to Training to Fire Mountain, were you trying to bait David into picking Boon to Training?
No, I just would have preferred to go to Boonted Training than Fire Mountain.
Oh.
It was because he didn't ban Bullseye.
Ah, okay.
But
That makes sense.
if I'm sure we're not going to Fire Mountain, then hell no, I'm not playing Davey on Boonted Training. Are you kidding me?
No, the way you're playing, you could have destroyed me on there as well. I mean, a 242, 746 full track. That's
Sorry, I couldn't hear
you. A 242, 746 for a full track is, it's just.
Yeah, it's less than a second off the world record for the full track. So.
Yeah.
It did.
I mean, my best for the full track is 24306 or something.
Yeah, that actually went.
Fantastic time.
That went pretty well.
Yeah.
Like I didn't hit anything. Well, I hit a couple of things,
But yeah, for you guys, that means that Galeforce is gonna move on to play versus Dry Guy and winners round 2, and David is gonna move to losers round 1 and play versus Roni.
Ronnie, that'd be a good match.
Yeah, it was last time. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it was. It was a great match. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
yeah. I'm looking forward to another Game 9.
Galeforce versus Dwy Guy is gonna be awesome.
That's gonna be a good match as well.
On paper, that should be a really good match. Like Dry Guy had the 4th seed and Gale had the 5th seed. So yeah, what do you think about that, Galeforce? How do you feel about that matchup?
I know he's been practicing, so it's a bit scary, I guess.
Yeah, he has been looking extremely consistent on,
Dwy guy is
especially on Bullseye.
terrifying. You can beat him on Spice Mine though. I did. If I can do it, you can.
I'll do my best. No promises.
Maybe he'll practice it. I don't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know you could use Ben for Bumpy's breakers. I've never tried him on there. I thought there was just too many turns for him.
It's pretty
Yeah.
difficult to use, but it's
Yeah. Oh, I'll
Well,
have
I
to
think
get practicing then.
I think at this point I'm just more comfortable with Ben, unless
Yeah.
like it's a track that I require bullseye like grapevine. If it's not like something like that, then I'm probably going to try Ben.
All right.
Cool. Good
I'm
games.
looking. I'm going to
Good
have to
game,
watch this 242. I'm looking forward to this. See. Right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you guys for racing.
Yeah.
It was
Thank you.
fun to watch.
Yeah,
Thanks for
good game.
commentating.
Worst ways to spend a Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe with that we'll be signing off now.
Yeah, one more thing to mention, of course, because we are not done for today with pod racing, guys. If you want to see more, then you have to tune in at 6:30 p.m. EDT. On Speed Gaming 2, we're going to be seeing Enzo versus Nacho Bredo. And
that's gonna be good.
this should be a good one, so definitely tune in, guys.
What
6:30 p.m. on Speed Gaming 2.
What time will that be now? My time is, please.
That would be, let me think.
2 hours. 2 hours from now or so.
That should be around 11:30 p.m. your time, British time.
Okay, I'll stay up for that.
All right, awesome.
Right,
so yeah, thank you guys. Thanks,
right,
Speed
bye-bye
Gaming.
now.
Thanks,
Cheers.
chat,
Bye.
and
See
see you
ya.
next time.
Bye
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.